Yes.
Hello,
Good
Facebook
morning.
Friday.
It is. Hard to believe. Where did the week go? I know, and I probably say this every week, but my goodness, where did this week go?
Well, isn't it true, though, that whenever you've got a project, you always want to have things go faster in a shorter period of time?
Yes.
So when you've really been working hard, it feels like a lot of, like the whole week is gone on this one thing.
Absolutely.
And you probably want to have done more
Yes.
during that time, right?
I would like to be done.
Wait a minute. I think that really came out.
I know. I want to move on to something else, please.
And you know what she's been working on is Scary Stitches,
It's
right?
Scary Stitches, and it's absolutely lovely, but I want to work on something else now. It feels, well, I think because I started working on this, believe it or not, in the spring.
Uh-huh.
And then I got busy doing something else.
So you keep coming back to
and
it.
I keep on coming back to it. It's like, isn't this darn thing over yet?
We can all empathize. I think we all do that with projects. And if we get distracted,
Absolutely.
we can blame other people or things that distract us.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we're still in the same project.
That's right, exactly. I mean, I've worked on other projects in between, but it's like, I feel
Isn't
like it
this
should have
one
been done in the spring. It's a project
actually,
that doesn't go away. So
I feel exactly the same thing about this project of all the videos and the teaching that I've been doing. And remember last week I said, I will have it done by next week. Nope. I tried so hard. I worked my mouth to the bone.
Exactly.
No, and that sounds really terrible. But anyway, I really worked hard on it. And then I discovered I had a phone call during one of the takes, and that take did not even, like, I don't know what I did with the video camera, but the video camera did not even record anything. And I could just hear in the background me talking on the phone.
Yeah.
So thanks.
That's what it recorded. Nothing else but that conversation.
Exactly. And very, 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 softly. So I couldn't even hear myself.
Yeah. What were you talking about?
So anyway, we both are trying. And by next week, we plan on finishing.
Well, that's right. Exactly.
Actually, next week, you're off.
No, I'm not next week, but the week after.
Okay.
So I have one more week to get all the things that I need to get done. Otherwise, I told my husband, I'm not having a vacation. So, it's like.
You are done.
Yeah. But I'm almost done. I'm almost done writing the instructions, and then the finishing part comes in.
And the good thing is that what you're doing is somewhat predictable because you've only done it like, I don't know, 600-700 times.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. So, hopefully I can get everything written.
Yeah.
And then while I'm on vacation, I will edit.
That's a vacation, see?
And then I will start getting ready to do the finishing. So, yeah.
Yes. So those of you who are in this class and you're dying to see the actual project, remember, we cannot actually finish the project into the box,
That's
in
right.
this case,
Yes.
until all of the charting and direction writing is done, because otherwise you can't edit those.
I can't edit. Yes.
Right? Because it needs to be loose so that you can look on the back and see how the stitch is done and make sure that you're using the right thread.
The right strands of thread and all that kind of stuff. So there's lots of things that go into it.
That's interesting, that whole process.
It certainly is.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
That's right. Yes. So
hello,
anyway,
Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. Patty,
yay.
you made it. Good. Cleary, hello.
Hi.
Donna, hi, Donna.
Good morning. There's no snowy, there's no sunny,
No
there's no
foggy, no sunny, no nothing. It's just Berkeley. So good morning, Donna. We're making fun of you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Actually, just so you know, Donna, we have overcast.
Yes.
Rain. High fog.
Yes, high fog and, some mist.
That's right. Kathy Bird, hi.
Hi, Kathy
Finally
Bird.
getting some rain. You are too. Excellent. That's really refreshing.
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, good afternoon or good evening, Dory. Good to see you.
Chair. I hope that's said right.
Yeah.
Dobre Vetcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loretta. Hello, Loretta.
Diana.
Diane.
Oops, sorry,
good to see you. Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Kathleen. Happy Friday. Patricia. Hello.
From
Tammy.
South Texas.
Yeah.
Hello, Tammy. Yes, it's so exciting when they start school again.
Yeah.
I remember those days. Boy, was I
Absolutely.
looking forward to them going back to school.
And I heard on the radio, I think it was yesterday morning, they were talking about the kids might not be going back to school here because there might be a teacher's strike
Here
here
in BC?
in BC. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think, it's just like, don't
Yeah,
get me started
That's right. Yeah.
on strikes.
Rain in Vancouver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, 60 degrees, but sunny. That's a nice temperature.
exactly. You can do a lot of exercise in that
Absolutely.
kind of temperature with the sun shining.
With the
That's
sunshine,
good, Donna.
yeah.
Thank you. Joy says, good morning from Sydney, Australia at 7 degrees.
Yeah.
This is a
Wow.
really good report. We get
Yes.
the time and
And-
exactly where and,
That's right.
and the weather
And
all
the
in one.
weather, 7 degrees is off, probably pretty darn chilly for Sydney, Australia, too.
Thanks, Joy.
Lizbeth, hello.
Hello, Liz. Good to see you.
Yeah.
I know you're dying to see the box, Liz,
Yes.
too, because she wants it
Oh.
after the class. She can't make it out here, but she'd love to, I'm sure, right, Liz?
Yeah.
Anyway, it sounds like we had, when we first started talking, not everybody was here yet, so we just were talking about our week,
Yes.
and our week has been speeding by, and our projects are slowly getting there.
We are getting there, but yeah, it just seems like it's going what I
Exactly.
was hoping. But hey, that's okay.
That's actually what you always say.
I know.
Always.
It always, yeah.
Like-
I think I should be much faster than what I am.
I know you're 22 years I've known you, probably by now
Yeah.
about 24 years.
Yeah.
But we worked together for 22 years or over 22 years, and she said the same thing on every
Everything.
project.
I want everything to
especially-
be done. I want to be fast. And I'm just not fast.
You know
So,
what's so good about Lisa's not being fast is that she's completely thorough and extremely accurate. Those are the two things that you kind of have to balance out, right?
Absolutely. That's true.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I am fast and not accurate, and you're slower and really accurate. As far as I'm concerned, you're in the exact right position.
I guess so. I
Okay?
guess so.
I envy
Yeah,
you, your thoroughness. I remember two of my daughters, I have two daughters. One of them is fast, one of them was slow in general. I mean, it doesn't mean that everything was fast or slow, but in general, that's kind of the way they did things. And, slow wins the race eventually, right? But the teachers weren't too interested in waiting for my daughter Dory to be faster. So that's where she got into a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But I remember Petra being quick, like very, really quick. And then she would actually not be very accurate, kind of like me. And we'd end up, both she and I would end up with lower marks because we just thought, oh, I know what that means.
Yeah.
It doesn't always pan out.
Not always. No.
No, exactly. So anyway, our week has been really good. And then you're going to have a holiday
I am.
starting
Yes.
at the end of this month,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So just so you know, we're going to have a sale starting today. And I'm not sure when I'm going to end it. So I'm not saying when I'm going to end it. It'll just suddenly end. It'll be more than 2 days. But
Yeah.
that's all.
But that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure when I can it's because I don't know when I can actually end it. So
Yeah.
that's from my part. So that's why I can't tell you. But I did want you to know there's going to be a sale this weekend. It's not on quite yet. It will be mostly site-wide. So everything will have some discount, which will be exciting. But the things that don't have a discount, we really can't do a discount on. So just bear with us. There's a few things that we will have to be exempt from the sale. And that's going to happen after this stream with you. So have a good look to see on your wish list and what might be on your wish list, because this is an opportunity for you. I was going to do it on Labor Day.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I thought, if I do it on Labor Day, then Lisa won't be here.
And who's going to do all the downloading?
Exactly. Who's going to do all that stuff? Me, right? So I thought, no. We'll just have Lisa do that. And also, when Lisa's not there, for some reason, I get insecure. I just don't feel like I can do anything. I feel like I just want to close the office door and not go there.
Not go inside. Well, thank you.
But we always have Carolyn here.
Yeah.
These days, Carolyn works and Kathleen works part-time.
Yeah.
So your orders will go out even if you do manage to order during that week. So not to worry,
That's
we
right.
can do it. It's just that if there is going to be a whole slew, which highly likely happens during a sale, we want to be sure that we get them out you know, accurately,
Absolutely.
slowly and accurately,
Yeah.
and not have a bunch of, you know, bad orders.
Mhm.
So this week, and those of you who didn't hear the beginning, I was trying to finish a project that I was going to show you. I was going to give you a link, and it was going to be so exciting, but I wasn't done.
Yeah.
So didn't quite finish it yesterday. I am still working on it very, very hard. By the end of this thing, I'll do the sale, and then I'm going to start working on it, okay? So hopefully by next week,
By next week, yes.
I should have one of those projects done enough so that you can actually look at it, and hopefully it will be fun for you.
That's right.
And what else are we going to talk about? Oh, yes, the new stitch along.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because it's only another week until the new stitch along comes. And we talked about it. We did a wonderful poll or, you know, a survey of all the people's ideas and put them all together in a little design.
Yes.
Already done that. And the only thing that I think that you might not want to do is to make a pocket out of it or a name tag out of it. You can frame it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
It'll
a
be
little
cute.
It's a cute little seam.
Yeah.
A lot of it is cross stitch. There isn't a lot of specialty stitches, and I did that on purpose. The next stitch along will probably have some more major
Specialty
stitches like some hardanger, etc. in it. But I figured the end of the summer, you're still trying to get your kids back to school and or come back from vacation or garden like crazy.
Exactly.
You don't have the kind of focus that you might have in September.
A lot of canning is happening. Exactly. Making,
yes,
and all that
going
kind of
to
stuff.
the fair and you know, having your stuff be judged at the fair.
Yes.
All these things, and I thought, no, I'll leave it, make it a little bit easy and fun for you guys to do. And it is a mystery. I can't tell you what it is, but it is an autumn thing.
Yes, it is.
Did you like it?
I liked it. Yes.
He liked it.
It's very nice. Yes.
And of course, there's an alphabet that goes with it, but you can use another kind of alphabet too. Remember, this stitch-alongs are meant to be creative exercises. So if you don't like something, part of it, leave it out. If you want to put something else in, put that in. And it's going to be fun starting next week, Friday, just at the end of your last day of work.
That's right.
We're going to release that. And so between now and then, those of you who still want to finish the last one, the butterfly Biscornu, you have this week. And
to print the instructions too.
To print all the instructions, because there's 4 of them or 5 of them.
Yeah.
And don't forget, then after that, those will be taken down. And the new instructions, the first part of the new instructions will be put back up, right? So don't forget to print and also get yours finished, for goodness sake. If you've
we'd love to see them because there's some amazing butterflies.
Yes, and I'm going to put them all in an album if I can. You know, that all takes time too, right? So I'll probably stay up till the wee hours doing that one night so that you can see them all together.
You mean what, 9 o'clock?
For me? She laughs at me. You're an evening person. I'm a morning person. I go to bed at, I don't know, 5. No.
Yeah. Not that early, but
8. I've been known to go to bed
at 8. Yes.
And you go to bed, what, 11?
Well, yeah. I go to bed at 11, but doesn't mean I'm not falling asleep in my chair at 9. So, you know.
Then there's age.
That's right, yeah.
Anyway. So we haven't been chatting to everybody.
We haven't.
Yet, so we really should.
That's right. Dory says it's 76. Wow, that's wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Kathy's having choppy reception. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We'll have to apologize for that, even though we have no control over it.
No control, yes. Loretta always loves a sale.
Yay!
Yes.
A sale. Thanks, Jennifer. You always have such a nice thing to say, Jennifer. Thank you very much. I want you to know how much we appreciate your lovely and kind comments, because I notice them. Joy says, out comes my wish list, which is bursting. Yay, a sale. Good. Patty, that'll be really nice for your September name tag. Excellent. You can stitch it really fast.
That's right.
For your guild meeting. Wonderful.
Hi, Kathy.
Kathy, you're here. Good. Deb says, I'm in the car on my way to see my daughter and family in Chicago, so I'll have to watch later.
Oh.
I'll be driving. Anyway, hi.
Hi, Deb.
Hi back, Deb. So glad you said something. That's so nice of you. Yes, we noticed that attendance to our live productions have been down a little bit
Mhm.
over the last couple of times.
Yeah.
I think this time of the year is when you really have not a really firm schedule.
Absolutely. You're either en route somewhere or busy doing other
Yeah, at the end of the
chores.
summer, there's lots of stuff that
Yeah.
happens, and you're coming back from vacation or doing stuff anyway. And I do a lot of outdoor stuff myself,
Yes.
actually. That this last weekend, Richard and I went out to find places for him to put his new paddleboard. He's got a paddleboard that actually has a rowing thing on top of it now, so it's called an oar board, if you can believe it. Come on,
Yeah.
oar board.
Yeah. Well, it's really funny is watching him trying to put it on top of this car. Because the thing is probably a good 3 feet longer than the car. So
It's 16 feet.
it's absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
it's meant for two people to kind of row at the same time.
yeah. Yeah.
And the rowing has a little seat that slides back and forth on. Anyway, it's a really cool thing. Really light and easy to take with you, but it takes a lot of stuff to
Yeah.
think about.
Yeah.
And he says, so where can we go? So we went all the way along at beach accesses, and that took a whole day of being outdoors in the sunshine
Yeah.
and walking down all the beach accesses. And then, of course, it's beautiful down there,
Yeah.
so we have to sit around looking at it for a while. And,
Enjoying the sunshine.
yeah,
And
exactly. So anyway, I think we're all doing stuff outdoors as long as we can. In the northern hemisphere.
absolutely, yes. And probably in the southern hemisphere, they're staying indoors too because it's probably a little cooler than what they're used to.
Exactly. And I understand Lorraine could not come today.
Oh,
And I want to send out my heartfelt healing hugs to you, Lorraine, because if you're watching this afterwards, because it's the middle of the night for Lorraine, usually,
absolutely.
right?
Yes,
But
it's
she's got-
12:30 a.m.
She's got shingles.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she has to sleep in because she has to sleep a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
So I had the same. She has it on her face somewhere. I had the same in February. I think it
Yeah,
was. It took
yeah.
about 6 weeks for
Yeah,
it to clear
absolutely.
up.
Yeah.
So poor thing.
Yeah,
She's
and it's
coming here.
painful. Painful.
Exactly. And in another 4 or 5 weeks, she's coming to Canada.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So she must be ready for that. So we want
Yeah.
to give her all her beauty
Yeah.
sleep. And
Heal.
exactly. Lots of hugs go out to
Yeah.
you. Beth says, hello from Oakville. Hello.
Hi, Beth.
I don't think we've met Beth before.
The name doesn't sound familiar,
No.
but we see a lot of names come through. So,
We actually do.
but welcome, Beth.
Yeah. Oakville, Ontario.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see you. So I do have a few models to show.
You do.
I do
That's good.
indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to talk. Oh, okay. We were talking about the stitch along.
We
and,
were.
And we were talking about whether you wanted to turn it into a picture, like a frame thing,
Exactly.
or turn it into a name tag that you wear around your neck as a pocket.
yes.
And I had some old ones, and they really are old.
Older.
No, they're old. And some of them were given to me, and some of them were not. They're not my designs, actually, any of them. Nope, they're just given to me. And so this is a name tag that was given to me. And honestly, I've forgotten who gave this to me, but it's got the British Columbia thing on it. And I think it was the Embroiderers Guild of Victoria,
Oh. Mhm.
I believe. And it has like cording. So it's like this kind of cording that you can make out of pearl
Yeah.
cotton,
Yeah.
which goes all the way around the bottom. It's kind of glued in place in this case, but of
Mhm.
course what we would do is sew it on carefully.
For a name tag, I probably would sew it on. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the top there is 2 ends, so you can sew them, put them together like in a little
Yeah.
bow so that you can make it shorter or longer. And really what's so cool about this is that you can put in your scissors or something like
Yeah.
that while you're stitching, and you can wear this in your classes. Or just wear it around the house and, put stuff in there. I don't know how much
Yeah.
would fit in there, but, your scissors for sure. I
Yes.
don't think we have any right here. So
Probably
this
not.
was kind of the idea, not actually it's lined inside too, if you want to see there.
Yeah.
So you can just see I think they made this out
Looks
of
like more.
moire,
Yeah.
which is really cool. And really simple construction, right? So doesn't have a flap. That's what I was trying to get to, because the design that I made also doesn't have room for a flap,
Yes.
because the
Yeah.
flap would cover it.
That takes up a lot of room as a flap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my design is about this size, a little bit bigger.
A little
So
bit bigger.
it would fit about that
Yeah.
big. It's a
Yeah.
tiny bit bigger, so it's a bit better for pocket. Here's another one done in needlepoint. which I find really interesting because the design on it is very dense with lots of beading and needlepoint. And again, it's the same kind of deal. They've got the beaded cord.
I was just looking at that. Oh yeah, that is kind of
Isn't
neat.
that a cool idea?
Absolutely.
So this group did all these themselves, and it comes out here. So actually what they did was they had something that went all the way around. So in other words, it's one piece of linen.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There we go. One piece of linen, and it goes all the way like that. So the bottom is still the piece of linen and or canvas. This may be canvas.
Yeah.
They've got it lined. Same idea. It's lined inside. So that would be another easy construction. So if you're thinking about doing next week's pocket, you might want to leave a whole square at the bottom of linen so that you can double it and make a pocket out of it that way. And then there is this one, which has a flap, which I think is just adorable.
Yes.
I love the whole idea of this one. But even though it's a pocket, the flap would cover my design. So don't do that one.
Yeah.
This is not one.
Or if you do, add extra space at the top.
Exactly. Oh yeah, this is one too. This is just like really simple. Somebody made this for me also. And basically they lined the back of something that they've stiffened with some line, what do you call it, interfacing?
Could be interfacing, yeah.
Or
actually, it almost feels like it's canvas too.
It could be, but let's say it's linen.
Yeah.
You could stiffen it with, what's that stuff called?
Well, you can stiffen it with steamethine.
Yes, or
too, or interfacing. Or Skirtex.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. I forgot the name of it. That's all. And then so you stiffen it, and then you put some felt on the back, and in between the felt and the thing, you can put these things.
Yes.
These
the ribbons.
The real ribbons. So that's another idea. And this one has just got ribbons. I don't even know how they did that. Oh, two pieces of canvas together.
2 pieces, yes.
So I guess you put the ribbon in between there, and it was a kind of a long ribbon, which is interesting. Notice how they were all made for me when I was teaching people. And this is another possibility. Now this is made of some kind of like canvas or like it's store-bought. But in the top here is a bit of see-through plastic, so you can slip it into something like this.
Absolutely.
Anyway, if you find that. So those are ideas. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And what do people say after all these ideas? Aw, thanks, Jennifer. See, you keep saying nice things. We're just going to love you to pieces. Poor Lorraine. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Love. I'm so glad you're doing that, everyone, because I know she's feeling poorly. Get well soon. Aw. Serena, thank you so much. It's your weekly meeting. That's adorable. It is good to be connected with you. And we've said that over and over. We love being connected with you guys. I mean, Lisa comes in from vacation.
I do, yes. Even though I'm having a week's vacation the following week after next week, I'll still come in on Friday.
She has to come in. And when I was on my very rare vacation in Hawaii, I still did my broadcast.
You still did your broadcast, exactly. It becomes addictive.
Exactly.
And it's so nice to be connected to people. So
yeah, it certainly is. So let's talk about the one feature that I wanted to give this week.
Exactly. And it's the herbal sachets. I love these things.
These are actually, they were kits.
They were kits, that's right.
And then we published them.
Yeah, leaflet number 138.
Right.
But you can do them as a sachet, or the other really neat thing is you can make a bell pull out of them.
Oh, those are really pretty.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we have the sachets right here. They are beautifully stitched, and I thought that it would be kind of fun to just show them to you in real life.
And they've got really fun colors to stitch with.
And this is the end of the summer.
Absolutely.
So a lot of these herbs, if they're in your garden, you can make one of these and stuff yours with a little plastic or mesh bag with some of your flowers.
Absolutely.
That would be so nice.
Yeah.
Another, and this is how big they are. This is it where it's not, exaggerated in the camera.
They're not huge.
No, but the other thing you can do with the bell pull or framed for that matter is you can put them all together in 6 of them in one frame
Absolutely.
for your kitchen-ish
Yeah.
area because they're so kitchen-y,
Absolutely.
right? So that's the bergamot. And then the chives, which to me are one of my favorite things to have in my garden. In fact, I don't use them very often, but when I do, they're very delicate.
Chives are really good.
And notice that there's a little virtue at the bottom
Yeah.
of each one of them. It's not just chives, it's love and kindness
Yes.
chives. Oh, and on the back, there you can personalize them if you want
Absolutely.
to, which
Yeah.
is a nice thing. So you can give these as gifts too. I love bergamot in the garden. And then there's rosemary.
I love rosemary.
I do too. I've
Yeah.
got some in. Do you have some in your
Yeah.
garden?
Actually, I've got a pot on the deck that has rosemary and lavender in it. So
And this, of course, is like the what do they call that? The, rosemary means remembrance and
Yeah.
love. It's not just a virtue, but it's also I think it's flower talk. I think
absolutely.
that's what they call
Yeah.
it. And what was bergamot? Sincerity and honor.
Yes.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And oregano, another one I got in my garden. I don't know if those of you who have got this one or not. Oregano is modesty and virtue. That's not me.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that this morning. I said, that's, I'd love to have modesty and virtue, but I don't know. Life kind of kicks those things out of you, doesn't it?
Sometimes it does. Certainly does. Yeah.
Especially virtue. That's the one I was thinking
Yeah.
of. Maybe a little modesty. And then there's this one, which is lavender. And it is about loyalty and devotion. And actually, this was dedicated to Connie Dunton. And I believe that really suits her. So I don't know why we put Connie's name on the back, but I love it that it's this one. And I've got piles of lavender. And there was some in here, but then we had to take it out.
Yes.
Because, the little sachet inside, you can put the flowers and things in there, and then you take it out when it gets a little
when it doesn't smell
quite so nice anymore.
Yeah.
And finally, we have parsley, which is happiness and joy. And I didn't know all these herbs had meanings, but once I started looking them up, I thought, oh, those are perfect to
Absolutely.
show. Thank you so much for bearing with us for those, because they are adorable. And that's what, number 138?
Yes.
They're really fun to stitch, really quick. And they got some specialty stitches, but not too much.
Not too much.
Each
No.
one. And,
Yeah.
the old-fashioned sachets, you can make them into a kind of a more, less structured kind of sachet. It can be kind of like a big round thing with there's so many things you can do with
Absolutely.
this little design. It's each one of them is adorable. Kathleen says, I did your Heart's Desire name tag pocket. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That was a name tag pocket.
It was. Yes.
Very smart of you to remember. I was thinking, did I ever do one of those?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Should have gotten it out. Well, next week we'll show that one. And lots of love from lots of people. Thank you. And Elizabeth says, what date will the stitch along be available? Next Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know what date
August
that is.
30th.
Is it the 30th?
It's the 30th.
Oh my, that's so fast.
It is.
Dory says, I have the sachet, but I haven't stitched them yet.
They're fun to stitch, Dory.
This is a great time to stitch those. And you because you've had practice changing colors, you know, you don't have to have the colors that are in here, right?
No, you can change them.
And Joy says, more on your wish list.
Yeah.
Lots of love to you too. Thank you, Cleary. I hope you like them. Louise says, really like those. Wonderful. Margaret Baxter, hello. I have only just got space to comment. It disappears at the bottom of my laptop. So greetings from Chester, England. I love the pouches, but a little smaller, I think.
Oh.
I'm not sure what you're saying when they're a little smaller. They're very small. See how small they are.
Absolutely.
Margaret.
They're not that big at all.
No, they just look really big when I do that. So here, so you go from here. This is how big they actually are compared to our bodies.
That's right.
And so because the camera is a webcam, it tends to magnify and because it's a big wide angle. So no, they're not that big. Elizabeth said, oh, camping. Exactly. You could be doing that while you're camping. Late to the party in Spain. Well, wouldn't you be if you were in Spain? You're just fashionably late, Penelope.
That's right. Yes.
Anyway, I don't know why I have my little cough
You got a little
today.
tickle today?
Yes, I have a little cough today.
Yep.
I don't know what's happened. Probably talking too much yesterday on the video.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
Maybe I should
Gotten a
take
little
the day
dry?
off. Yeah, I got
Take-
a little dry. Yeah.
Take the day off. No.
Well, it's an idea.
It is an idea.
Another
yes.
possibility is I could drink lots of wine or something.
Yeah,
And
you
then
don't
I
drink
would get,
wine.
no,
Yeah.
I know I don't drink wine. Okay. So I could drink like one
Beer.
quick gulp of some kind of rum or something.
Yes.
That
you
would-
could do that. That might clear it. Yeah.
That might clear it or not.
For a short time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'd be asleep
Yeah,
flat
that's
out.
right. Exactly.
I just don't do well with alcohol
No.
at all. I was pretty good at it when I was in my 20s.
Yeah. I think we all were pretty good at it in our 20s.
But I don't know about you ladies, but it just alcohol, whenever, I think it was in my 30s, early 30s, that I thought, no, it's not good. I don't
Yeah.
like the feeling. I get headaches. It's all just
Yeah.
bad. And from that moment on, I found out that I was considered a party pooper
Yeah.
because I wasn't drinking with the gang. And I thought, okay,
That's okay.
yeah, I'd go
That's-
for an hour while they were still sober, and
That's
then I'd
right.
leave, and they never
Yeah.
noticed. Well, I'm a really cheap drunk, as they used to say. Late to the party. I have done 3 of those
Oh,
sachets. Oh,
yay.
did people like them, Penelope? I hope they did. I hope the recipients were grateful. Margaret says, not those I was referring to. The name ones you have
Oh.
been given to wear. Yes, they are. Some of them are huge.
Yeah, they are. Yes.
Yeah, I can't imagine being able to stitch with those
Yeah.
things right in front of
No,
you.
exactly. I think I might get it caught on my frame and end up choking myself. So, you know, that would be one thing I would do. So,
Where your mind goes.
hey, it's a little
Oh, that's
twisted
funny.
some days.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. Well, Lisa was saying she wasn't getting a lot of sleep in the last few
I
days.
haven't. Yes.
And I
That's-
think that's your imagination, because
Yeah.
you were saying you're getting some weird dreams.
Some weird dreams. The one I had last night is I got to work and someone had come in and stolen all the computers. And I'm going, oh my God, what about all my layouts? And that's what I was worried
You
about.
need a vacation.
I need a vacation. I've been working on layout maybe for too long, and it's like, oh my
I think
God,
so.
I think I panicked because I couldn't finish the layout. I was
Right? The
working
one you really want to finish. Oh, dear. Well,
Yeah.
obviously you put your heart and soul
I
into your
do
job.
indeed, yeah.
And people are laughing too, so they're throwing out their little laughing things. Thanks for, yes. Lisa has an amazing amount of things that she can do. So she does them all. And she thinks that she's moving slowly, but actually she's moving way more efficiently than she thinks. So. And Kathleen says, having kids sort of put an end to drinking as they still woke up early the next morning. Exactly. And Penelope says, yes, much appreciated. Put the relevant herbs in them. Oh, I'm glad
Yeah.
that they like them. Thank you. So those of you who are still here and haven't, left because we're being very silly.
It being silly, but I do have to go
Oh, yes.
and grab this. I know we keep on talking about this,
But we have to.
but we have to because I'm halfway sold out of the
I thought you were
frame.
more than halfway now.
Well, I might be more, but I can't remember exactly how far I am. So
Because last week you were halfway, so there's been a few more.
there's been a few more.
Yes.
So if you're wanting to put your name on the list, email me at info@victoriasampler.com and I'll email you back and let you know how you can get on the list.
Exactly. Because we're going to hold them for you
Yeah.
when they come in. But honestly, if you don't write us, then we can't hold them for you.
That's
so
right.
it makes it much easier to order.
Exactly. And of course, this one has the bumblebee pincushion on it. It's adorable.
It kind of is, isn't it?
It is.
Actually,
Yes.
just having it like that. You're going to get the other one too?
I'm going to get the other one.
We just love these guys. And the nice thing about
Yeah.
the wooden pieces is that they are really nicely made.
Absolutely.
They're
They're
smooth.
beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And both of them are just adorable. Here, I'm going to put there we go.
There?
Yeah. I
Up
think
a little
so.
bit?
No, there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So that one's beautiful
So,
too.
And we're going to put them down in front of
Yeah.
us on our desk.
Exactly.
Then we can't see ourselves, which is probably just as well.
Just as well. That's right.
Although I must see, I still need to see what
You
people
need
are
to see
saying.
us.
Yeah. The week
Yeah.
for weird dreams. Can't tell you mine. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I know that kind of day.
Yeah, must be because I don't normally remember my dreams, but
When you wake up out of them?
yeah, this past week I've had a couple that I've gone, oh, okay, that was quite the dream.
Yes, mine, I don't usually remember mine either, but when I do remember them this week, it's been really nice dreams that I don't want to wake up from. Like they're not upsetting. They just make me feel like I'm either younger, more beautiful, or
that's good.
in love with someone, or, you know, it's just like really nice. Okay, so why I don't wake up from them and I want to get back to them.
That's right, exactly. Why am I waking up?
That's the problem with those kinds of dreams, isn't it? You wake up and you get that, oh, that was so nice.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, no.
I was right at the good part.
Oh, we do have a lot of fun. So, let's see what else was new. There wasn't anything else new. Oh, yes, I did want to mention this one.
That one?
So, you know the reason I want to show this is
because it's beautiful.
Okay, but one of the reasons is because this is the design on YouTube that keeps being commented on.
Oh, it is beautiful.
And I think it's because the heart hanger itself is, especially this part, and I think that's also on the back of this. It's called a stitcher's heart, isn't it? No, a heart etui. Heart etui. So when it's open, it looks like this. And I think you've all seen this one, the heart etui.
Yeah.
And then when you close it, the little ribbons, of course, tie it together, and you would see stitched with love. So that's what it looks like in real life, and it's got some pretty fancy heart hanger filling stitches.
It does, yes.
What's this one called again?
Dovecote? Cote, yeah.
Yeah, dovecote, I think. And I'm not going to, you know, tie up the little ribbons, but they're not supposed to show in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Get them in the back.
Get them in the back.
And then, of course, when I turn around, they'll be all visible.
That's right.
So thank you very much for all your lovely emoticons. Always great to see the reactions. And then, Lisa, you did such a nice job finishing it. And then, so in the back, when it's closed, it looks like this. And this is the pattern that people love the most, is this section here. And this section here is, of course, partial Greek crosses.
Yes.
They're just ideally located, so they form a pattern that isn't often seen.
Yeah, and dove's eyes, too.
And the dove's eyes in the middle. Yeah. That whole thing, and also looks a little bit like the dovecote at the tops of these. So the whole thing, as far as heart hanger goes, is unique. And we do have that entire pattern available on YouTube. And not only is it commented on frequently, but I think there's an awful lot of people who really like this one and
absolutely
order it from us because we have the pattern.
That's right. So the instructions, the videos are on YouTube.
But the instructions and the materials you can get in a student kit.
Absolutely.
Which I think we still have some student kits, but we also have this in just leaflet and ACT form, right? Yeah. So both ways. So all you need to do is put the words heart etui, and you can do it when the sale is on. Yeah. It would be even nicer for you. Put the words heart etui in the search box, and you'll get both of them in the results. And part of that also is this adorable biscornu, which was made out of the material. Yeah. That is the material used for the heart etui. So the biscornu is made out of this, and I think it was sewn together on the.
I sewed that by hand.
She sewed it by hand, and it terribly looks like it was sewn on. Let me see if I can show you. There we go. Now, does that not look here? Okay, focus. It won't focus. Anyway, these joints look like it was done by machine. Yeah. Okay, so she did very tiny ladder stitches. But the fact that this was done with material, the entire thing, and then this was laid over top, it was just a loose piece of linen that was stitched beautifully.
And then tacked down.
And tacked down on the material. So this one is actually a really unique biscornu as well. And the cutest little, tiny little bullion knot rose for a scissor fob.
It's a good piece to practice bullion knots as well.
It definitely is. And those instructions are in the video, as well as all the heart hangers. So those of you who are interested in something that's got a little bit more cut work and has a lot of different stitches in it. A little
more of a challenge, but it's a fun challenge.
It is. Yeah. And again, you don't have to finish it exactly like this. There's all sorts of things you can do with it. Remember that. We have lots of ideas for finishing.
We do, yes.
So that's the last piece I really wanted to show. Oh, that is in the finishing instructions.
Yeah.
Sorry, in the finishing leaflets, F12. I don't know if that means anything, but it's heart etui, right?
Yes.
And what else are people saying? What are they saying now?
Yeah.
When you wake up from a scary dream, turn the pillow over, because that's where the good dreams are.
I like that, Diane. Thank
Aw,
you.
That's so cute. I think I'll put that on a pillow sometime. Oh, thank you, Patty. It's so nice of you to say the heart is breathtaking. It really turned out so beautifully. Margaret Baxter likes that comment too. Thank you, Clary.
Yeah.
And Loretta.
Yeah.
And Gloria Misfeld's here. Good morning. Jan picked up our book boxes for October. Yay. That's good.
Yeah. You don't need to bring them with you, Gloria. So
No, just in case you were thinking of bringing them, but at least you've got them at home.
Absolutely.
Which is good, because you never know. They could, run out just when you want them.
Yes.
And it's only 2 months away for the retreat.
I know. I
So
know.
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be able to see you both, Gloria and Jan. Thank you so much for deciding to come, because it is a long distance for most people when they live, on the other side of the country.
That's right.
So I'm really glad that you're able to come this time. Dory says, I'll be working on the Victorian heart next month.
Oh.
On the heart etui or the Victorian heart? Which one? Oh, you're probably thinking this is called the Victorian heart. I think it's called the heart etui, but let me just tell me if the Victorian heart means something, because I can't, in my mind, I can't figure out if that's a design or not.
Yes. Yeah.
It sounds like names we would use.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, right now I'm not picturing it, but
I'm blanking out.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Gowan says, good to know. She's replying to Diane. That's good. Oh, Penelope says, I struggle with bullions. You know what? We all do.
A lot of people do. And it has to be the right time of day for me to work bullion nuts.
And you know what? I have done so many now. I know exactly what I need to do in order to make bullion nuts my slave.
Yeah, that's right.
I am the master.
You are the master.
So really, if you're in the process of doing a bullion knot right now, if you've got your long straw needle, because you need that, right? You don't do it with a regular needle. But anyway, if you've got your long straw needle, never put your straw needle in this way first, pointing at you. Always have the point away from you for your very first stitch that comes up, so that you can do your bullion knot far away from you.
Absolutely.
And that's the ticket.
Yeah. Seriously,
It's the only thing. You can turn your work around, but turning yourself around to do the bullion knot is more difficult.
It is, but I'm actually moving when I'm doing bullion. I stand up and I move, and but I always have that needle away from me. So
yes, that's right. You come up away from you.
Yeah.
Then you go down and you come up again. You go down and up at the same. It's the same motion.
Absolutely.
So you come up away from you, go down and up, and then you start doing the bullion away from you.
Yeah.
And then you can pull it through. And if you move the stitching around, or you stand up and move around the stitching, whichever, you can always have that needle pointing away from you.
Absolutely. My husband's going, what are you doing? I said, work the bullion knots.
It's exercise.
It's exercise. That's right.
Aw. Gloria says, we will leave them in Minnesota. Yes. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, good. I was hoping you wouldn't bring them.
Exactly. No point in filling up your suitcase with something that you're not going to use.
On the other hand, if you're going to bring them, you can fill it with stuff too.
Well, that's true. You can always do that. But, you can always have empty space in your suitcase and fill it with other things.
So. Right. Yeah. Actually, those of you who are going to the retreat, you may want to go to the retreat group, the Facebook group for the retreat.
Absolutely.
And start maybe talking about butcher gardens, because many of you often like to go like the day ahead, like on the Thursday.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's Wednesday, but mostly it's the Thursday, because class starts Friday morning.
Yes.
But you can go, if you're already there on Thursday morning, you can go like around 11.
Yeah. And
many of you sometimes often go. So many of our students go at that time. And so there's a bunch of you, and you don't have to meet there necessarily, but as you walk through the gardens, you'll meet one another and identify yourselves. And I know that many of you already know one another. So it's a really nice thing to do.
Exactly. And I mean, why not, when you're at the hotel, get together, and then you can get a taxi. And I think there's quite a few vans that are taxis
That's true.
that you can go together and pay the cab
taxi.
fare.
And then share the taxi, because I
Yeah.
think there's vans that take about 6 or 8 people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
really good way to do it, actually.
Absolutely.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll chat
Yeah.
on the VS Retreat Facebook group. There you go, Jennifer. It's beautiful finishing 12 hearty tweet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Jennifer. Mickey says, hello, ladies. I have a lot of trouble with bullion knots.
We hear that a lot.
We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And really, there is only one way. Practice.
Yep. Yeah.
Good advice. You're welcome, Penelope. Dory says the pattern I have is
Oh.
called Victorian
Yes,
hearty tweet.
Thank you. Yep.
That's why it sounded familiar.
I know.
We keep
Yeah.
calling it hearty
Hard to
tweet,
tweet,
but
but yes, you're right.
we don't have our leaflet.
No, we
here.
don't have the leaflet here. Yeah. Tells you how much we store in our heads here, Dory.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, we've changed the name.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Exactly.
We taught it first, and
Yeah.
then it became just
That's
hearty
right.
tweet.
Yes.
Oh, phew! I thought our brains were
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
crazy. Diane says, "I'd rather drink wine." I'd rather drink wine if it didn't like make me feel so bad. I don't like drinking wine for the headache part of things, but anyway.
Red doesn't seem to do that to me, whereas white, I get a headache right away. But red, I don't seem to.
Are you planning on this coming week ahead? Not this week ahead, but the week after that, vacation week. Are you going to be drinking lots of red wine?
Well, I don't know about lots, but I'll probably have some wine. So. Not necessarily lots.
Well, it's a good thing.
Like
that
you,
can
I don't
take
like to feel terrible the next day.
No, we like to feel good all the time as we can.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, it's already, oh my goodness, it's 10:15
Oh, wow,
here.
almost 10:20. Yes, I guess
Whoa.
it's time to get on with other things because I do have to leave early today, just to let you know. So
I always hear this. Suddenly I hear, oh, I'm leaving. Where are you
so
going?
nails.
Nail
Yeah,
time.
nail time.
We got to get our nails done on a regular basis.
It's time to cut them down because they're getting a little too darn
But
long.
they're so
look
beautiful.
Look how long they are.
Yeah,
Mine-
that's true. Mine aren't that long.
Yeah.
Put yours side by side with me. I just had mine done like this last week. I thought,
Exactly.
holy mackerel, yours are just
They're a
mine
little
is
long.
they're very long. But they're gorgeous.
Yeah, I can tell because when I type and I keep on getting the
Missing?
wrong keys, it's like, oh, time to cut the nails down. Yeah.
Thank you, Sandy. I'm so glad you said have a great week because we forgot almost to say that.
Absolutely.
We do have to say goodbye.
Yeah, we
all.
have to say goodbye, everybody. It's been a pleasure as always,
Yes.
and it's time to get on with our days.
Have
So
a great week.
have a great week.
And don't forget the sale is on
That's right.
in about a half an hour.
Yes.
So go watch it.
That's
It'll be
right.
fun.
Exactly. Bye bye,
you
everybody.
next
See you
week.
next week.